involved in township government. If there's anybody who represents the heart and soul of the community, it's Dave Reed. We have the wonderful fortune of having great people who work throughout the town. We have a wonderful administrator, CFO, clerk. We have great people everywhere. We're all kind of new, right? Dave represents the institutional knowledge of Mendham Township. I've used other phrases which I won't use here. They're not appropriate in public forum. But there is not an issue that comes up in Mendham as it relates to the whys, the wheres, the what's gone on, how did we get here, why is that road that way, why is this that way. I can't say how vital it is to have that. And also on a very personal level, this man bailed me out of serious trouble a couple of years ago with a fire engine that I got stuck fender deep in some mud, 4 o'clock in the morning, called, and yeah, I see Nick raising his hand. He's been there too. Cell phone call, Dave, where are you? I'm on my way to the shop. This was 4:30 in the morning. Within an hour, he had heavy equipment there. Saved my skin. I'm still pretty embarrassed about the whole thing, but without Dave, we'd have an expensive piece of fire equipment that would look like a mammoth out in a tar pit. So with that said, and there'll be plenty of opportunity at other times, I think, to share other good stories. But with that said, I really take great privilege of being able to read this proclamation to you. Whereas Dave Reed Jr. began his career with the Township of Mendham on July 1st, 1989 as a laborer with the Department of Public Works. And whereas during his tenure, Dave has held various positions in Mendham Township's Public Works Department, including driver mechanic, streets and roads foreman, and was named superintendent of the department in 2011. And whereas Dave has faithfully, steadfastly, and conscientiously served the Township of Mendham and its residents for 30 years, during which period of time he has been recognized for the work he and the crew at his direction accomplished on our behalf. And whereas Dave has worked tirelessly for the benefit of young and old in both fair weather and violent storms, in times of celebration and in times of emergency. And whereas the Township of Mendham has benefited greatly due to Dave's leadership in guiding the department staff and by his deep institutional knowledge. Now therefore be it resolved that the Township Committee of the Township of Mendham hereby shows its gratitude and congratulates Dave Reed Jr. on his meritorious service and his loyalty and